Are you looking to unlock the secrets of St. Charles County's court records without spending a single dime? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we are completely cutting through the confusing bureaucracy and those really expensive subscription traps you see all over the internet. Whether you're doing genealogy work, verifying some legal history, or just conducting personal research, stick around. You're going to become a public records expert in just a few minutes. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. First, unlocking free court records. Second, understanding the court system itself. Third, our step-by-step search guide. Fourth, access limits and tools. And finally, expert tips in our conclusion.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Unlocking Free Court Records. When you first start searching for court records online, honestly, it can feel a bit like navigating a minefield. You type St. Charles County court records into a search engine and suddenly, boom, you're bombarded with websites demanding your credit card information. But here's the thing. Under the Missouri Sunshine Law, you have a fundamental legal right to access these public governmental records. The state explicitly guarantees this access. That means the basic framework is already set up for you to succeed, for free. You just have to know exactly where to look.
And that brings us to a huge fork in the road. You can take the free, official approach using state-mandated portals for exactly $0. Or you can stumble right into the jaws of a paid scraper trap. Listen, you should absolutely never pay a third-party aggregator for basic access. A lot of these commercial database scrapers use really official-sounding web addresses, like stcharlescountycourt.org, to masquerade as actual county sites. They'll charge you anywhere from $10 to $50, and the kicker, they might even give you entirely outdated information. We're going to make sure you avoid that trap completely today.
Moving on to Section 2, Understanding the Court System.
Before we start searching, we need to know what we're looking at. Officially, St. Charles County operates as the 11th Judicial Circuit of the state of Missouri, and this system handles a massive, highly varied caseload. We're talking civil lawsuits and disputes, criminal charges, everything from misdemeanors all the way up to felonies, traffic and local ordinance citations, plus probate and estate matters. All of this is managed across 6 circuit judges, 9 associate circuit judges, and 10 distinct municipal divisions. Knowing the exact type of case you're looking for will really help you understand which records to pull.
Now, here's a really interesting quirk. Unlike most Missouri counties, St. Charles County actually doesn't have a traditional county clerk. Instead, responsibilities are split among specialized custodians. The circuit clerk maintains the active and historical court records, dockets, and judgments. But if you're looking for land deeds or marriage licenses, you need the recorder of deeds. Administrative files or board appointments, that goes to the county registrar. For our purposes today, our focus is squarely on the circuit clerk's domain, those court records.
So let's get to the good stuff in Section 3, our step-by-step search guide.
Enter case.net. This right here is your golden ticket. It's the single official point of access for almost everything handled by the Missouri State Courts. It's operated by the Office of State Courts Administrator. It is 100% free. You don't even need to create an account for standard public searches, and it provides real-time updates directly from the court clerks themselves.
Let's build a foolproof procedure for pulling these records right from your couch. Step 1, and this is absolutely crucial, you must manually type courts.mo.gov/casenet into your browser. Verifying that specific address is what keeps you safe from those phishing lookalike sites we talked about. From there, Step 2 is choosing your search type. Step 3, input your details, and Step 4, apply your filters. For instance, selecting the 11th Judicial Circuit will drastically speed up your results.
Let's zoom in on your search methods for Step 2. If you don't have an exact case number, the litigant name search is going to be your best friend. Just make sure you have the exact spelling of the last name. Now, case number searches are fantastic and highly precise, but they require exact formatting, like the year, court division code, and sequence. You can also search by filing date if you're monitoring recent cases within a 90-day window. Or you can use the judgment index if you happen to be hunting down active liens or garnishments.
All right, let's cover some roadblocks in Section 4, access limits and tools.
We definitely touched on this earlier, but it bears repeating. You must be incredibly vigilant to use the official courts.mo.gov web address. Those commercial scrapers are out there literally charging up to $50 for information that is entirely free to you by law. They subject you to shady marketing agreements, they force you to make accounts, and often their databases are just plain outdated. So please, always double-check your web address. Protect your privacy and your wallet.
Okay, so what does this 25 cents mean? Well, while remote digital viewing on case.net is free, there is a digital dividing line you really need to know about.
Following recent expanded remote public access rules, you can download actual case documents filed after July 1st, 2023 completely for free online. But if you need older, legacy documents filed before that date, you actually have to request physical copies from the circuit clerk's office. By law, the plain copy cost for that is 25 cents per page.
Now, the state obviously has to balance transparency with privacy, so you won't find absolutely everything on case.net. Juvenile and adoption cases are entirely sealed. Federal cases, those are excluded too. You'll need the pay-per-view federal PACER system for those. And here is a massive pro tip for you. Beware of geographic mix-ups. Seriously, countless researchers search for St. Charles court records and somehow end up on the portal for St. Charles Parish in Louisiana, which charges a steep $50 monthly subscription. Don't fall for the geographic trap. Make sure you're searching in Missouri.
Let's wrap things up with Section 5, expert tips, and our conclusion.
So if you're using the name search and coming up completely empty, remember that the system does not support phonetic matching. Misspellings will yield 0 results. But a great workaround is using an asterisk as a wildcard for partial matches. Also, drop your punctuation. If you're searching for O'Brien, type it out as O-B-R-I-E-N without the apostrophe. If you just got a traffic ticket and don't see it online immediately, just be patient. Allow 1 to 3 business days for new citations to appear. And finally, if you need those pre-2023 legacy files, but you don't want to pay 25 cents a page, you can always just visit the physical courthouse and view them for free right on their public terminals.
Empowering yourself with this free state tool saves you time, frustration, and most importantly, it saves you money. You now know exactly how to bypass those expensive scrapers, how to navigate the 11th Judicial Circuit's unique structure, and how to use CaseNet like an absolute pro. So why not give it a try for your own background research or legal verification today? If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more structured insights.
Finally, please note that this explainer serves as a helpful guide to public records access, not legal advice. The procedures, costs, and software systems used by the Missouri courts are accurate based on the sources provided as of August 2026, but administrative rules are always subject to change. Always refer to official government sources for the most current information. Now that you have the keys to bypass the paywalls and access the official system, the only question is, what hidden history or vital legal truths will you uncover first? Happy researching, and thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.